I'll be your number one. So get to that. I'd rather be with you until that day will fly away. I just love that smiling face in the early sun. If I can't have you to myself, then life's no fun.
I'd rather be with you, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be with you, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be with you.
Oh man. You might think I'm trying to be funny, but I'm really serious this time, baby. Even though, it's a cool town, baby. I know I sound strange.
Welcome back to the MAYA Akai Show. We just wrapped up our in-studio session with Bimiji Tillman, who is the playwright, producer, and director of Love and Heroes, a romantic comedy with a hip-hop flavor that is actually an encore performance backed by popular demand at the Harold Washington Cultural Center. Very creative.
It seems very creative. And they got, of course, comedian B. Cole playing Superman.
He was on the line with us as well.
He was. And we have a star-studded cast of all of the characters.
The music, I'm winning. I mean, the song that we played at the beginning of the segment was...
I didn't know. I thought that was a song.
That's what it is, but it's part of the actual play itself. He said the music is very integral in it, so I'm looking forward to it.
I am too.
If you're looking for something to do this weekend...
Family-oriented, so you can bring your family and kids, everybody. It's suitable for all ages, so that would be fun.
And from everything I heard, you will not be disappointed because I've heard it's a quality performance. So June 20th, 21st, and 22nd, yes. You can catch the show. So, pretty much go check it out.
Go out and support.
The hip-hop musical romantic comedy is how he has it titled.
Love and Heroes.
I'm very much a comic book person. So I just think it's, I'm more of a Marvel than DC. But what's funny, as a kid, I watched more DC stuff. So I think it's interesting he picked some characters and how he kind of created a storyline to it. That's interesting. So it should be fun to... And one thing he said that I didn't even stop to think about, but it's really true, is how comics today now have become cross-generational. That a lot of parents are watching things with their kids because it was around when they were kids.
Right.
So it's something unique that, parents get to share with their kids. I don't think my cat appreciates it the same way.
I don't think so either.
She just squinted at me like, you going to start that again?
I don't think so either. But no, you're right, because we all grew up with Superman and Batman.
I woke up every Saturday morning to watch the Super Friends.
Absolutely you did.
And I'm just really...
Absolutely.
Bimiji, you forgot Apache Chief. That was my dude.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe if they tour and they expand it, he can add them in
DC
later.
gonna be like, knock, 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 knock. You better like keep that plan A, B, C, D.
He's gonna need that.
You're gonna
right
need
now.
that.
They're not checking for him right now, but if they blow up, they are coming.
Right. If this leaves the city of Chicago and they get wind of it, they will be checking for you.
Very good. I'm excited to see it. I'm going to go and I'm going to check it out and support it. I encourage everybody else to do the same.
Definitely check it out. It's good stuff. It's an encore performance, and I missed the first one, but I heard they knocked it out the park.
So we're going to see.
So I'm going to definitely see it. I just don't feel I'm going to be disappointed.
I don't think so either.
He has such great energy.
He does.
He has great energy. It just seems like everybody involved is super excited. So you can always go to the MAYA Akai Facebook page. There is the flyer is there. Check out how you can get tickets. Like I said, call. Pretty much you can walk up and buy tickets, but then you're always running that risk that, it could sell out.
It could sell out.
But there's multiple shows. You can probably get in to see. Like you said, the Harold Washington Cultural Center seats roughly 1,000 people. So definitely, there's room for you to get in with your dad, your granddad,
your significant other,
whoever.
Bring me in. It's Father's Day weekend.
Right. It's Father's Day weekend, so bring them so they can check out. Everybody loves Superman, so
yes.
This should be a good thing. All right, so that wraps up us having our nice and studio guest with something fun and creative.
I love it.
It gave me a reason to play Superman Lover.
It did.
I love that song. love that song. All right, let's jump back into some what's trending stuff because one, we're gonna obviously have the midday mix with Rob G. So you have that treat coming up, get you back from your lunch break, get you back into the swing of work.
It's a pick me up.
It's a pick me up. Right, so he'll be getting that for you at 1 o'clock, which right now it's 12:48, so that's not too far away. All right, so some other things that have been trending out there. Did you hear about the situation in California where some college students were having a party and the balcony actually broke and 6 people unfortunately were, they were killed in the accident, and there's actually been a lot of critical injuries. It's crazy because, once again, this gets back to stuff you never think about. You know how many parties people have been to?
You know what? But that happened here. Remember on the north side a couple of years ago? That happened here, and they were all on that the balcony, and it collapsed.
Yeah. And what's interesting? They're saying that it had nothing to do with the weight of the actual amount of people that were on the balcony. They said the balcony could hold up to 3,200 pounds, and based on the people there, each person had to weigh like 230 pounds, and that wasn't the case. They said what it was is there was dry rot in the structure.
I was going to say the wood.
And then the weight just it just couldn't handle the weight and it fell. So that's really sad because, it was some people visiting over from Ireland. It was a birthday party. It's really sad. And that was one of the stories that were trending. But something else that I want to talk about today.
Okay, you got really excited about this, so now I'm nervous.
No, because I've been talking about it for 2 days. And I forgot to talk about it.
Oh, no.
On Monday.
Are you going to leave this lady alone?
I'm not going to talk about the one we'll talk about.
Okay.
Even though, I'll tell you what, I'll get to that in a second too. Why people need to learn how to swim. But anyways, speaking of swimming, so in North Carolina over the weekend, there were 2 shark attacks. And they were actually 2 teenage kids. The girl was in critical condition. The boy actually lost his arm and part of his leg. They haven't disclosed a lot of the injuries about the girl yet because she was a minor.
Okay.
Now, the reason this story is really compelling to me, and actually he was on Good Morning America today. This little boy has so much resilience. He's 16 and he's sitting up in the bed talking about it.
He looks like Harry Potter.
He does, but I would still be traumatized right now.
Oh,
I would not be talking to nobody because I'm missing a part of my arm and my leg.
Absolutely.
So I was like, this is amazing that this young man, after being in a shark attack over the weekend, is actually talking to the media. The girl, not around for any comment, which I think her injuries might have been a bit worse than his. But why I find this story fascinating is, one, I have this death fear of sharks. Seriously. Ever since the movie Jaws came out, I've never been right.
Right.
It just ruined me. Seriously. I mean, and the funny thing is I love water and I love the beach, but I have this fear. But then at the same time, when Shark Week comes on, I can't not watch it. I love it. I'm addicted to it. Mm-hmm. But what I was telling people that's crazy about this shark attack thing is that, I told you about Mary Lee the shark.
Mary Lee the shark. She's going nuts over there on the East Coast.
So the Ocean Research Institute was able to tag a great white.
Mary Lee.
They named her Mary Lee, which I'm kind of upset about that. Come on. It's not every day you get to tag a great white. They also have tagged a tiger shark too. But it's not every day you get to tag a great white. And what's crazy about it is they name her Mary Lee. I mean, couldn't you name her Tiffany, Chanel?
I told you.
Cookie? I'm just kidding. I don't know. But Mary Lee just seems kind of lame. You can follow her on Twitter.
It's lame. She's taking off limbs.
Yes.
You think she's lame?
Mary Lee the shark on Twitter has more than 79,000 followers.
That's ridiculous. I have 39. I'm a real person. I have 39 people on Twitter.
So
sad.
When you follow Mary Lee, you can
people.
actually, when they tagged her, you can actually track her whereabouts. Okay, you need to see the places she's going because she's been very tight inland on the eastern seaboard.
I mean, right on are right on the coast.
Don't do it, dude. Because it's just that sound just gets me.
Yeah,
man,
she's really.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boat.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boat. I think she's been, like you said,
she was in North Carolina.
She was in North Carolina. She's in
Jersey.
Yes,
New York. And I'm not talking about like
out,
shallow water.
No, I mean like up on the beach, pretty much.
And actually, these 2 shark attacks were in shallow water.
See,
so it wasn't like they were out in deep water. Stop, Rob. You're just wrong. He knows have a fear of sharks, so he gonna play that. See, that's crazy. Anyways, one of the best lines ever is when Jaws is coming in and Roy Scheider is hanging on that bar, and he's like, "Open wide." Dude, I know the words to that movie.
But you're afraid of it.
Yes, but I'm definitely. I'm gonna tell you how crazy I am about sharks. I'll be in a pool looking around.
See, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Dude, that movie ruined me. I don't know how it didn't ruin everybody else.
It didn't, because it was a fake big mechanical shark. I don't do water anyway.
I do water. See, I do water because I love the ocean.
I do a pool, but I'm not getting it. Seaweed, jellyfish. I just don't play around with that at all. It's too much stuff in there. It doesn't have to be a shark. Jellyfish. That's enough.
That's true. That's true. So these shark attacks are real. So anybody who's got any vacation plans, not to like freak you out.
On the East Coast, be careful though. Seriously.
And you're going to go, seriously, and you're going to the beach, you might want to follow Mary Lee the Shark to see her activity. She is 3,200 pounds and 16 feet.
Yes.
And by the way, that's not mammoth for a great white.
No, it's not.
But she's representing.
Yes.
Big time.
Yes.
I mean, she's a celebrity. I mean, there were actually tweets between people like she was spotted because she pings. Right. And you actually see her movement. And the guy's like, what do you mean you just saw her at Avalon Beach? They said she pinged. And she's like, is anybody talking about this? This was on Twitter. He's like, well, we're talking about it. He's like, no, anybody else. It's craziness. But so these shark attacks are really sad. These 2 teenagers that were in shallow water.
At least they didn't die. I mean, that's a good thing. So they're probably just happy to be alive, but you have to be careful.
You do. You do. I'm like fascinated with the whole shark thing. So when I read this, I said, see, I don't know if I want any beach vacations anytime soon.
I just stay on the sand. That's just the best thing to do. What are you in
But black people always stay on the sand because they don't want to get their hair wet.
I don't care. I'm not going, period.
You're like, I'm just not doing it.
I'm just not. It's too much stuff in there to play around.
So that story has fascinated me just ever since it happened. I've been meaning to talk about it. Like, wow. I mean, shark attacks are becoming more frequent. People don't want to take them serious, but just be careful if you're headed to a beach.
Yes. Because
they got one tagged and she is moving around.
She's having a ball.
She is having a ball. She is snacking, and it's not good. It's not good at all. So that's one story that's been out there. I feel bad for Rachel. It's like she's trending everywhere.
Something else needs to happen so she'll be okay. What she doesn't understand is we only talk about things for like 45 minutes. And it'll be next week, I promise to God, nobody will talk about her. And she's going to be like, whew. So she only has a little bit more time in the limelight. But her 15 minutes is almost up. Just hang in there, Rach.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm telling you, in 15 minutes, nobody's going to be talking about her. By this time next week, it's over.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Something else that's been trending, and I'm surprised it took a while for this to happen, is Blanket Jackson.
Yes.
Is going to change his name.
You know what? Here's the thing. I just thought that was a nickname like Peaches or Pumpkin. I didn't know that. Yes. I really didn't know that was that child's real name.
That's his real name. He said he's changing it because he was bullied.
It's
also just kind of a ridiculous name in a way.
Well, he's changing it to Beamy. What's he changing it to?
I don't know.
No, look, it's Beamy or something. It's
oh,
no, I didn't do that.
I had nothing to do with that.
But
please.
It's close.
It's an odd name.
It's very odd. I thought it was a nickname because he had the baby under the blanket, and I thought that's where that came from, and that's why they were calling that baby that. I didn't know that was his actual name, so I don't blame him.
No, he's changing it. He said, he's been bullied. He's tired of it. Doesn't want anything to do with it anymore.
Right.
So I mean, but I'm like, blanket's not a name. It's an item.
It's not a name. It's not. That's terrible.
I'm really surprised that.
Let me see what he's changing.
That took on, and he was actually okay with naming him that. But that's his legal name, and he's changing it, and rightfully so. I just think sometimes people can be a little eccentric when they decide to name.
It's BG. He's changing it to BG.
I mean, I don't know if that's that much better.
I'm saying it's not that much better.
But it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better.
BG. That's what he's going with. I'm like, all the names you change it to, you going to go with BG? I'm like, you going to get beat up again.
Oh, man.
You're going to get beat up again, baby. But okay, he's changing his name.
Yeah, so that's kind of been, it's obviously, it's Michael Jackson, it's his son. People are going to find... I don't think a lot of people think it's a bad idea.
For him to change his name?
Yeah.
No.
Because there was a kind of a ridiculousness about, his name being Blanket.
I thought it was a nickname. Again, I didn't even think that was his actual legal name. So
no, it was his actual legal name. You know. See, and the shark thing is trending again.
Is it?
The teen felt something bump into his leg before the shark attack.
They say, I've heard
They do
people
that.
I've heard
They do.
it's like, but they like you don't even feel like you're being bitten. It just feels like something just bumps you, and
Yes.
you don't feel like
And what people
It's
don't
not like a chomp. Like, hey,
well, then be